Hi, my name is Rehan, and some of my friends have been emailing me to describe on my videos what's VoIP and what is my understanding of it and how to describe it. VoIP or VoIP or voice over IP is a protocol which allows voice to be transferred through Internet Protocol or IP protocol. The most commonly used or heard names of VoIP software are Skype, MSN, Yahoo, Google Talk, SIP-phone, whereas every single telco in the world actually uses VoIP, but we don't normally hear them. Or even some of them even defies that it's illegal to use VoIP in our region. VoIP is a neutralizer for the voice market around the world. So companies in third world countries or developing countries which have been charging enormous amount of money for a telephone call between one point to another have a hard time dealing with VoIP because it makes them compete directly to the companies which are in the first world and creates and destroys their monopoly literally and allows the user to converse from point A to point B, no matter where in the world, for absolutely peanuts. VoIP in certain countries allows you to save a lot of money. For example, in the Middle Eastern region, if you're talking from point A to point B, normally it costs around 50 cents to $1 to make a minute worth of call between the Middle East and the US. Same thing in African countries and some Asian countries. There's a similar scenario where you have to pay an arm and a leg to make a single phone call. Whereas if you use something like Skype, which uses VoIP, you will not be paying anything to call between point A to point B. And something like, for example, an unlimited calling package from Skype for $6 a month, you can call unlimited calls to the US. No matter where you are in the world, you can be in Africa, you can be in the Middle East, you can be in India, you can be wherever, it doesn't really matter. There are multiple flavors of VoIP available, and even though telcos will deny that they don't use VoIP, they are actually using voice over IP protocol, if not over the internet. MPLS networks, IPLC networks, these all rely on IP-based telecommunication, and voice is part of it, and VoIP is being used by them. However, when somebody normally says what is VoIP or that we are not using VoIP, it normally means that they're not using voice over public internet. A few years ago, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, when the public internet pipe was very small and almost everywhere, the quality of voice wasn't really that good. Whereas now, when almost everywhere in the world there's a little higher speed internet, the quality of the VoIP is actually much greater than a normal mobile or even a PSTN call in many cases. There is now a new protocol available which uses high definition VoIP, so you will even have a stereo quality phone call between point A and point B. VoIP has literally, as I said, neutralized the world's telecom market, just like the internet neutralized the distances between us. Companies which are using VoIP and people who are using VoIP are now as same. Either you're living in the US or you're living in Dubai or living in Bombay, wherever you are, you're as powerful as a person living in another country. So the benefit of being in a particular country and taking advantages of the voice part of the business, there's no more advantage because you can be almost anywhere and you can do same amount of business or you can do same amount of communication and the cost would be the same. So if you have any more questions about VoIP in particular or in general, you can feel free to email me, and my email is rehan@rehan.com, and I hope to hear from you.